How to handle and apply pesticides safely. Pesticides such as insecticides, herbicides, fungicides, and rodenticides are chemicals or biological substances designed to kill or control living organisms such as unwanted plants, insects, disease, or animals. Before using a pesticide, ask the question, is pesticide needed? If you choose to use a pesticide in or around your home, you are responsible for using it safely. Remember, pesticides are toxic chemicals. So if not used correctly, they can be dangerous to health and the environment. These safety tips will help you use, store, and dispose of pesticides properly, so that you reduce the risks to people and the environment. In this video, we're going to talk to you about the most effective strategies on how to apply pesticides safely. These will help to protect you, your family, employees, and the environment. Welcome to The Guardian's Choice. Things you'll need. 1. Respirator. 2. Chemical gloves. 3. Goggles. 4. Rubber boots. 5. Long-sleeved shirt. 6. Long pants. 7. Hats. Follow all the steps in this video for the best results, and don't forget to subscribe to get all the household tips and tricks you don't want to miss. How to handle and apply pesticides safely. Number 1. Read and follow all label instructions. Many pest control products have brochures or instruction pamphlets enclosed or attached to their container. Here are a few examples of the product instructions. Mix 1 ounce of product per 1 gallon, 3.8 L, of water. This is a mix ratio. Using stronger concentrations does not make the product more effective, but can increase its toxicity. Do not use in windy conditions. Windy conditions may cause the product to drift into unprotected areas, or into a waterway where contamination and unintentional aquatic life kill is possible. Do not mix with other products. Mixing pesticides, or any chemical, may produce unexpected and dangerous results. Number 2. Read the warning label. The warning label contains specific information about the product. Some obvious information may include the following. Its toxicity level. Caution means that it is mildly toxic. Lethal dose is an ounce or more. Warning means that it is moderately toxic. Lethal dose is between a teaspoon and tablespoon. Danger means that it is highly toxic. Lethal dose is trace amounts. Avoid fumes, use in well-ventilated area. Liquid pesticides may produce poisonous fumes when the container is opened, or while the product is being mixed and applied. Avoid contact with skin. Many chemical products may be absorbed through skin. Avoid sparks or open flame. Pesticides are often suspensions in petroleum distillate solvents, which can be highly flammable. Number 3. Use only appropriate containers for measuring, mixing, and applying pesticides. Use only appropriate containers for measuring, mixing, and applying pesticides. Never use food preparation utensils for this purpose. Even if you only intend to use a measuring cup for your pesticide, it could accidentally be picked up and taken into the kitchen later. Mix your pesticide in the application equipment if possible, to avoid handling it during use. Commonly, compressed air or pump-up garden sprayers are used for this purpose. In agriculture, tractor-mounted, PTO-driven equipment is used to apply pesticides on crops and farm land. Number 4. Mix only the amount of the product you intend to use. This can be accomplished by reading the information on the label under application rate, generally in terms of gallons per acre, or gallons per 1,000 square foot. Measure the area you intend to treat, and calculate the amount of material required to treat it. Storing leftover mixed pesticides is generally not a good idea, but if you must, label the container according to contents and date mixed, and keep it tightly closed. Number 5. Wash all equipment after each use. Use copious amounts of water, and do not allow runoff from washing to go into waterways. Keep the washing operation away from wells or other drinking water supplies. Number 6. Use appropriate safety equipment. This is usually listed on the warning and usage label for each specific product, and the following are some common items. Safety glasses. These keep chemicals or dust from getting in the applicator's eyes. Rubber gloves. Rubber, neoprene, or other chemical-resistant gloves protect your hands from chemicals which may be absorbed through your skin. Long-sleeved shirts and long pants. Another barrier protection for your skin. When the application process is complete, remove clothing and rinse it thoroughly before laundering. Rubber boots. Because leather or cloth boots can absorb and accumulate chemicals, it is often suggested that the person applying pesticides wear rubber boots. Number 7. Never smoke, drink, or eat while applying pesticides. Never smoke or eat while mixing or applying pesticides. You could easily carry traces of the pesticide from your hands to your mouth. Also, some pesticide products are flammable. Number 8. Keep people and animals out of areas treated with insecticides. Keep people and animals out of areas treated with insecticides and other chemicals for the period recommended on the product label. If you are using a liquid spray, no one should re-enter the area until the product is completely dry. Number 9. Be extremely careful applying pesticides in buildings or homes. Use only products specifically labeled for this purpose, and remove any loose items such as clothing, books, and toys prior to applying. Number 10. Do not use pesticides after any expiration dates on the package. Chemicals undergo changes over a period of time, and pesticides may become unstable, more toxic, or ineffective after the expiration date listed on the package. Number 11. Use pesticides only at the intervals recommended by the manufacturer. If insects return before the reapplication date, you will need to find a different control method. Most pesticides recommend treating, or retreating, a crop or area at specific intervals, often coinciding in the development rate of insects from egg or larval stage to adult. Overuse can create chemical resistance in the target insect and toxic levels of chemical buildup in the soil, plants, and environment the pesticide is used on. Number 12. Apply pesticides in the early morning or late evening. Apply pesticides in the early morning or late evening to avoid excessive drift. Wind is normally lower during these time periods, and to prevent exposing beneficial insects like bees and ladybugs to the effects of them. Number 13. Be aware that certain pesticides are systemically active. Be aware that certain pesticides are systemically active, meaning the chemical is absorbed by the plant tissues and distributed throughout the plant. For use on edible crops, carefully follow the label instructions in regard to the period prior to harvest that pesticides may be applied, since simply washing the product will not remove the poison. Number 14. Alternate suitable pesticides to obtain the best results in pest control. This will ultimately give better control of insects and decrease the frequency of application. Number 15. Always look for the most environmentally sound and least toxic pest control method. This contributes to safety by decreasing the use of poisons altogether. Planting certain flowers like marigolds and herbs like garlic will naturally decrease the insect populations in your crop. Bacillus thuringiensis or Bt is a bacterium compound which attacks certain insects when topically applied to plants, while being harmless to humans and animals. Did this video help you? Let's comment below, yes or no. Tips. 1. When storing large quantities of pesticides, as in agricultural use, post signs so emergency personnel will be aware of them in the event of a fire or other disaster. 2. Use containers and measuring devices only for mixing and using pesticides, and keep them stored with the pesticides they are used with. 3. Buy only the amount of pesticides you expect to use immediately or in one season, since many have expiration dates, and storing them, in general, can be dangerous. 4. Keep local emergency phone numbers and poison control center information nearby when using chemicals. 5. Keep lots of clean water available when handling these materials in the event of accidental contact. Washing material off your skin and out of your eyes is the first step if you are accidentally exposed to the pesticide. 6. Always mix or dilute the pesticide outdoors or in a well-ventilated area. Only use the amount listed on the label and measure the pesticide carefully. Never use the same measuring cups or spoons that you use in the kitchen. 7. Before applying a pesticide, indoors or outdoors, remove children, toys and pets from the area and keep them away until the pesticide has dried or is recommended by the label. Warnings. 1. Pesticides are almost always dangerous and toxic. 2. Don't buy more pesticides than you will need. If you have leftover pesticides, check with your local government to determine whether your community has a household hazardous waste collection program or other program for disposing of pesticides. If no community program exists, follow label directions and any state or local regulations regarding disposal. Choose the method that works best for you and your situation, and enjoy a pest-free environment on your home and garden. Follow this channel to learn many more household tips, tricks, and life hacks like this. If you have other tips, please share them with us in the comments. Good luck, and see you in the next video.